Ja, herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Ausgabe vom SI Talk. Und bei mir ist es heute eine besondere Ehre, Robert Eadie bei mir zu haben. Er ist CEO und Präsident und Direktor von Starcore International und die haben in den letzten Tagen eine Hammer News rausgebracht und der Aktienkurs reagiert auch schon leicht positiv drauf und deswegen habe ich gedacht, ich nütze die Chance, um mit ihm ein Interview zu führen. Starcore International ist auch in Frankfurt gelistet unter der WKN-Nummer A0BMFN. Hi Robert, thank you to have time for me. You are a busy man and so I will not steal you too much time from you, but you have very important news in this week and yeah, maybe we can talk a little bit about this. Then you bought the a Moly mine, so it's really a little bit out of the focus normally of Starcore. Starcore is a gold and silver producer, and now you buy a Moly mine out of the bankruptcy, especially the Creston Moly. So maybe you can fill us a little bit in. What was the intention to buy this Moly mine or this potential Moly mine?
Thank you for taking the time and having me, Joe, for the interview. We looked at Creston Moly. I followed the deal for the last 8 years. I was a shareholder a long time ago. It's in a very favorable jurisdiction. What Starcore's intention is to fully permit it and then to sell it. Mm-hmm. We have no intention of putting it into production ourselves. But the asset was sold 4 years ago or 3.5 years ago for $194 million, and the opportunity came up to buy it out of bankruptcy for $2 million. And it has a PEA, preliminary economic assessment, and has pre-feasibility on the property. And never in my lifetime have I ever seen the opportunity to buy a project like this with the amount of technical data on it for a very reasonable amount of money.
Yeah, I'm absolutely on your side, and we have, or I get some emails from subscribers of my newsletter, and they ask the same question. They think it's a steal, but you say your way is to get it fully permitted and then sell it, or not keep it only on your book, hold it, wait 1, 2, 3 years, and hopefully the Moly price, copper price is going up dramatically, and then you can sell it for 20, 30, 40, 50 million or whatever.
Yes, but what will bring value or added value to the project is the ability to permit it. Now, Starcore has been in Mexico for 10 years. We've operated the mine we're in our 9th year now, and so our strengths are in the country, are working with the environmental, working with the government and understanding those filings and having the people to work on a project such as this. So in-house, we have the people to work on a project such as this. Without hiring extra people, without having to change anything, we have the ability to advance the project forward and to put it into a point where it could be fully permitted. And then it becomes more attractive for a buyer, because a buyer is then looking at a favorable jurisdiction and the ability to start construction, in the next months coming after it's fully permitted.
What do you plan then for this year to spend on this project?
Our estimate is that the permitting process will cost us about $500,000, and it'll take anywhere between 18 and 24 months.
Not more? $500,000, that's nothing.
Well, all the information is there. The PEA is there and the pre-feasibility is there.
Wow.
So really, we're just doing a permitting process. We don't need more technical information. If you go to CDAR, which is our public filing system, there is tremendous amounts of information and data. You've got an exhaustive studies on the project. That's what made it very attractive, is that we did our own title review, but 5 different institutions in Canada over the years of financing, and because of the merger and the sale 3.5 years ago, you had your major law firms, you had the Securities Commissions review the transaction, you've had everybody review the transaction, and you've had like $10 million spent on due diligence, on legal opinions. That's what makes it very attractive.
Wow. Wow, I'm surprised about this. That it's so cheap, but for sure, if you can do it a lot of in-house, you save a lot of money. But this brings me to another point. One of the last news releases was your first quarter 2015. You have it starts, I think, with first of September. No, so 1st of August, I think, to start.
Yep.
And you're coming up with really good numbers. The income was 2 cents per share. And I looked a little bit before we have this interview. So it looks like that you have a great improvement over from the gold and silver recovery. So it's really good numbers. Do you think that you can going forward with these numbers? So in the next 2-3 quarters too?
Well, that's our goal. That's our goal. A little cooperation from the mine, then the actual ore, then we should be fine.
Yeah. That's bringing me to another thing, and that was we discussed also with my subscribers. Is has the oil price any positive impact on your production cost?
Nominal, small. We use 55,000 liters of diesel a month, so it'll affect the diesel consumption. Depending on how long the oil price will stay down, it'll affect some of the pieces of equipment that are manufactured. So, but it's a nominal, under, less than 5%.
So, okay, that means also if the oil price going up to the old numbers, it's not really a huge problem for you. Then we come up, and this is also a big discussion in Europe. The people love to have dividends. And you pay your first dividend last year, and there's a lot of discussion in here if it's possible that if you can pay this dividend also this year. Is this any plan for the company?
Well, it's our goal to have it as a continuous dividend from year to year to year. And as soon as we pay, if we're able to pay the second one, we'll pay the second one. Then a tremendous amount of discussion will start whether or not we can pay the third one.
No, but then you have more history. So last year for a lot of people was a surprise, and if you can do it this year again, without to hurt any from your company, you can pay it on the cash flow. That would be, I think, a very positive thing. And one question what we saw also have the discussion is, we saw when we look at the share price, and I look now in your share price there was a lot of sellers in January. In December, okay, we have tax loss selling season, but why so many sellers were in January? Come this from this merger, or from what side the sellers are coming? Do you know something?
I don't know. It's a broadly based held company, so it's held. There's a lot of shareholders in the company, and so it could be a number of items.
Okay. And my last question is, what do you expect in whole for the full year 2015 from your company side, and what is your year-end projection for the gold price?
From the company, what do I expect as far as what production or what we're going to do?
Yeah, from the production size, and do you think that the price of the cost of all-in cost or production cost of ounce should be stable, or this kind of stuff? Yes.
Okay, so for production, our projection is between 21,000 and 24,000 ounces. Our all-in cost, we're expect to drive that down. We've got some efficiency measures that we're taking place at the mine, analyzing the electrical consumption. Are we using the right type of motors? Are we using, 3 phases? Are we being highly optimized with their electricity consumption? That type of thing. We have the ability now to look at all these different cost centers and be able to drive some of our costs down, but not by cost cutting, by efficiency measures. So we're doing that type of thing at the mine. We, of course, are continuing to look at acquisitions. We're always looking at acquisitions. A year ago, you had a company which had an operating mine, 1 real estate property. Now we've got 6 properties, a real estate property and operating mine.
Okay. And what is your expectation about the gold price end of the year?
I would expect anywhere between 14 and 1500.
Okay. Robert, thank you for the time. Thank you for the interview. Next time I think we'll see us on the PDEC.
Yes,
And
we will see.
But
I said we will see you there at PDAC.
Absolutely, and hopefully we have time to do another round of the interview.
Great. Thank you very much, Joe.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.